Before I give the results of the New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 6 show, a couple of pieces of wrestling news. Now, I just want to make people aware of this. There's been some kind of sad news over the festive period. Now, thankfully, he is okay. He is in a stable condition in hospital, and I'm sure he's been looked after by doctors, and his family are, of course, looking after him as well. Many long-term wrestling fans may know the name of Kamala, the Ugandan giant, a long-term WWE personality. Of course, he appears on the independent scene all around the world as well, until very recently. Now, some people may not know the name Kamala, but that is him there, the African-American gentleman. A lot of people remember, you can't see there, but he's got the 2 stars, and he always has the moon, the bright yellow moon on his stomach, and of course he always entered wearing the mask, and you see the leopard animal prints kind of skirt kind of thing out there. That is a lot of people will know. Long-term wrestle fans will know him. Unfortunately, he had to have one of his legs amputated. It is very sad. It seems that again, just checked the latest reports before I recorded this video, and he seemed to be in a stable condition. Obviously, he had to retire now, obviously, due to this, but it's partly due to complications with his diabetes and a couple of other minor things as well that have unfortunately caused this situation. He did record, it was done really in 2 stages. First, they took his foot, slightly part of his lower leg. Unfortunately, they've had to go back in as his condition worsened, and unfortunately remove the whole leg. Which side I'm not entirely sure, details are not full and complete. He did record a message, and now I'll just you can find it on YouTube. The video is called, I'll give you the name of the video first. It's called A Message from Kamala to His Wrestling Friends, and that's got an exclamation mark on the end of it. But to find it more quicker, you can go to the YouTube channel The Texas Hitmen. That's THETEXASHITMEN, and that's all in one word, of course. The Texas Hitmen, and the video is called A Message from Kamala to His Wrestling Friends. It's just a quick video of Kamala thanking his fans for their support over the years, and just saying, things are, he's very optimistic. He's got a great outlook. As he said, as I said, this was before they had to go back in and remove all of the leg right up to the hip. Thankfully, the reports are that he is stable. Hopefully, again, as he was starting his, obviously, which one would hope that he does, of course, recover, but it will be unfortunately a long recovery period and process. But as he says, he is still alive. He is still going. Hopefully, like I said, the video was recorded in between. They didn't know that they were going to have to take his whole leg off. They thought, just a foot in the lower part, and they thought that would be it. But like I said, his condition worsened. But the latest report I have, and it's got an update in the description piece, which hopefully will be updated. And like I said, hopefully we'll maybe get a message from Kamala himself, maybe in a few months when he does start recovering, maybe leaves the hospital, just to let us know that he is okay. And I'm sure anything happens, I'm sure there'll be obviously, as anything happens, from arrests to whatever happens, obviously the wrestling community worldwide knows about it, and I'm sure news will break somewhere, or somebody will keep us updated to if what happens. Hopefully, all positive. As he says on the video that was recorded before, that I took the whole leg again. He is still alive, and the latest reports I've seen, he's in stable, great condition, which is fantastic. And my best wishes to Kamala. Also, this Sunday, which is of course Sunday, and I just double check this because I got it wrong and trying to record this previous video. Yes, Sunday the 8th of January, this Sunday, former professional wrestler and leader of DDP YRG and Ain't Your Mama's Yoga will be appearing on the Ministry of Slam. It's ministryofslam.com, wrestling and UK's #1 internet-based radio show. It's on Sundays, UK time, Sundays 8 PM. I'm not sure whether he'll be live on the phone or whether it's pre-recorded. I'm not entirely sure yet. Possibly, hopefully live. And if he is, hopefully it will be live. So because if you go to ministryofslam.com, click on the listen button do it maybe just before Sunday 8 PM. You can come in there. You can change your name, because it gives you a horrible name. I've said it before on the videos. It gives you a horrible name. Click on it. You change your name. You can pick an icon, and if it is live, hopefully, if you've got a good question to ask Diamond Dallas Page, whether it's about his yoga or his career, depending on what we end up talking about to Mr. Page. Hopefully, we should be a great interview anyway. Hopefully, I would say get the interview sorted. Like I said, I don't know whether I can't guarantee it will be live. Sometimes these things are pre-recorded just due to time. But be interesting. Join us at ministryofslam.com, UK times, Sundays UK time 8 PM. It will be an interesting listen anyway. And if you can't make it at that time, check. I believe possibly check Monday morning at the very latest. You can listen to the show. Just go to ministryofslam.com, and you'll find past shows there. You can download them. They're absolutely free of charge. Joining the chat room is free of charge. Everything's free of charge on ministryofslam.com, which is fantastic. There's also merchandise, t-shirts, and you can buy, but it's completely free. And even if you just want to listen to the interview with Diamond Dallas Page, join us ministryofslam.com Sunday 8 PM. It will be good. I'm always in the chat room, so certainly be in the chat room this Sunday. Anyway, before I start rambling on too much, the results of the New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 6 show, which took place earlier today. Now, I've not seen these matches, but look, the results and there's a couple of great shock results, to be honest. This is New Japan Pro Wrestling's Tokyo Dome show. This is to celebrate also the 40th anniversary of New Japan Pro Wrestling. New Wrestling in Japan and Mexico has kind of been splintered over the years. They've got several big organisations, and then they split, and they end up going down, and they end up splitting it. So splintered, but thankfully New Japan has now been around for 40 years, and this is the 21st consecutive year that New Japan has had the Tokyo Dome show to kick off their year in January. It's always a huge show with some guests from other promotions around the world, and I'll get to the results now. Now, there was a dark match before the main show kicked off. The dark match was a tag team match. It was Captain New Japan and Tama Tonga defeated Kazuki Mikami and Tomoaki Homna. Tonga pinned Mikami to win that. That was 8 minutes 47 seconds in the time length. Now, obviously, getting to the main show. Now, this is what you can. If you check the website puruseyspirit.com, which I got the results from, it's a very great picture. There's several action photographs of the actual show, and a very good one is of Apollo 55, or some people call it Apollo 55. There's the team of Prince Devitt, also Fergal Devitt, very great Irish light heavyweight, cruiserweight wrestler, fantastic talent, he really is. Check out some of his stuff on YouTube. He has him and his partner in Apollo 55, Ryuzuki Taguchi. They actually, I believe they made their entrance in orange astronauts outfits, complete with helmet. It is fun. They look really weird it's really weird to see Apollo 55 in those outfits. I don't know. I would love. I can't wait to see some of some of these matches, but I can't wait to see that entrance, to see whether they actually did a spacewalk, space. That'd be quite funny if they actually did, but looking forward to seeing that. Anyway, Prince Devitt and Ryusuke Taguchi defeated the No Remorse Corps, which are of course Davey Richards and Rocky Romero. Taguchi pinned Richards, and incidentally that match was for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships, which means again Prince Devitt and Ryusuke Taguchi are now the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, and that is fantastic. Both teams are fantastic Junior Heavyweight Tag Team wrestlers. Obviously Davey Richards, well known in Ring of Honor, and so is Rocky Romero. Rocky Romero was incidentally one of the former Black Tigers. I believe he was Black Tiger 4. He's an extremely talented wrestler, and he's very well known and respected in Japan. But that's great for Prince Devitt and Taguchi to become the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team champions of New Japan, which is fantastic. The second match, the team of Jushin Thunder Liger, Kushida, Mascara Dorada, and Tiger Mask 4 defeated the team of Atlantis, Taichi, Taka Michinoku, and Valiente. Liger pinned Valiente. This was obviously the 8-man tag team match, and it lasted about 10 minutes 18 seconds. Again, there's all veterans and exceptional talents on this card. They really have pushed the veterans on this card. That looks like could be a great match. Liger, Dorada, Tiger Mask 4, Atlantis, Taka Michinoku, formerly of course of the WWE fame, former WWE light heavyweight champion. Obviously should be a great match. Again, I've not seen them. Third match, I keep mucking up his name. Kazuchika Okada defeated Yoshihashi. That wasn't really an upset because Yoshihashi, although he's been pushed in New Japan, I didn't think he would actually take the victory. Although some people did expect him to take it, but unfortunately, as you heard there, he did. Yoshihashi was defeated by Okada. The fourth match, a tag team match, which was Masakatsu Funaki and Masayuki Kono defeated the Blue Justice Army. Now this was a result I wasn't sure, and this is kind of a shock result, because the Blue Justice Army are Yuji Nagata and Wataru Inoue. Obviously everybody knows Yuji Nagata main evented the Tokyo Dome show just a couple of years ago against Kurt Angle for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Both are extremely well known. Of course, Yuji Nagata has ruled the heavyweight wrestling scene in Japan. Wataru Inoue has ruled the light heavyweight scene in New Japan, and is one of the most respected light heavyweights in Japanese wrestling. That is a huge victory for Kono and Funaki. That is an exceptional win for them. Will do wonders for their career and their standing. It's fantastic. I thought Nagata and Inoue may roll Funaki and Kono over, but after only 6 minutes and 34 seconds, they took the victory, which I loved. Again, I'm very much looking forward to seeing this event. It'll be fantastic when I see it. The fifth match, MVP, yes, formerly of WWE. He an action side note. MVP actually came up with the MVP character when he was struggling in developmental territory of OBW. He actually came up with it, and WWE liked it. Of course, he eventually made it to television with this character, which is the reason why he is able to actually use this character, because he invented it. He owned, I believe he may own the rights to it, I'm not entirely sure, but he must own some rights to be able to use it in Japan. Obviously, we know he did part on with WWE on good terms. And another one of his old friends, Shelton Benjamin, of Ring of Honor fame now, formerly, of course, WWE Tag Team Champion. MVP and Shelton Benjamin defeated the Complete Players, who are Masato Tanaka and Yujiro Takahashi, when MVP submitted Takahashi, and that was after 9 minutes 41 seconds. Again, that's a good one for MVP and Shelton Benjamin. MVP certainly has been building a fantastic reputation in Japan, especially in Japan. He is apparently getting very good crowd reactions, and apparently getting good reactions from fellow New Japan wrestlers back in the backstage areas. Apparently, they've been very impressed with them. The whole company has been impressed with him throughout his stay so far in New Japan, which is amazingly coming up to 2 years, I believe, which is fantastic. That he always wanted to wrestle in Japan, so it's fantastic he is getting the opportunity and having the success that he has been having. Match number 6 is a team of Ten Koji, Hiroshi Tenzan, and Satoshi Kojima defeated the team of Bad Intentions, and that is Machine Gun Carl Anderson and Giant Bernard, formerly known as Albert A. Train in the WWE, another former WWE guy on the card. And when Tenzan pinned Bernard, and Tenzan pinning Bernard means that now Tenzan and Kojima are now the new IWGP International Wrestling Grand Prix Tag Team Champions. That match lasted for 12 minutes 40 seconds according to the timings. That's fantastic. Tenzan and Kojima finally get gold around their waists again. Two excellent wrestlers. I've always liked Tenzan to be a long-term favourite of mine. Another one, but he is a good wrestler, great wrestler. He uses kind of like a tombstone pile driver for his finisher. He kind of does it almost kind of like the slip. It's kind of like a spiked tombstone pile driver. He also, of course, I believe the first one to use the Anaconda Vice that CM Punk uses. CM Punk, I'm not sure whether Tenzan actually invented the move, but certainly Punk copied the move from Tenzan. Certainly, when he was looking for a submission finisher, he thought it was a great move, and he copied it. Then again, I'm sure that during these matches, somebody used a suplex, somebody used possibly a Luthez press or a DDT. You know, obviously moves are used by many wrestlers. But that's a fantastic win. And new IWGP Tag Team Champions of Tenzan and Kojima. The 7th match was Hiroki Goto, another long-term veteran. He wrestled for a short time in WCW World Championship Wrestling in the mid-90s when they had the Japanese invasion. He defeated Takashi Sagura, a Pro Wrestling Noah wrestler and former GHC Global Honor Crown World Heavyweight Champion. Of course, Segura only recently lost the title, so this was initially thought of possibly as actual championship match, but unfortunately with Segura losing the title, obviously it just came down to a singles contest. The 8th match was also a singles contest, and this is a huge win, to be honest, and a bit of a kind of a shock result, although I know Takayama has done jobs, as we call them in wrestling, has laid down for some wrestlers, and not to take away his talent, Togi Makabe defeated Yoshihiro Takayama in this match. Makabe is a great wrestler, kind of a hardcore wrestler when he wants to be. He has wrestled in again previous Wrestle Kingdom shows in hardcore matches. He has fantastic talent. He defeated Yoshihiro Takayama, and that is a huge win. Some wrestling, European and American wrestling fans may not know the name Yoshihiro Takayama, but they may recognise him if they saw him. He is the exceptionally tall Japanese wrestler. I'm not sure how tall he is. I don't think he's quite 7 foot, or about approximately 7 foot tall. But a lot of wrestling fans will actually just recognise him just by seeing him, the exceptionally tall Japanese wrestler that most of them will know him, to be honest. And that was after 9 minutes and 15 seconds that Makabe defeated Takayama. Now, the ninth match is Go Shiozaki and Naomichi Marufuji, another two Pro Wrestling Noah wrestlers. I believe Go Shiozaki is, of course, the GHC Global Honor Crown World Heavyweight Champion, the World Heavyweight Champion of Pro Wrestling Noah. He teamed up with, of course, fellow Pro Wrestling Noah wrestler Naomichi Marufuji to defeat Chaos Top Team, who are the team of Shinsuke Nakamura and Toru Yano. And in this match, Shiozaki pinned Yano, and that was after 15 minutes 10 seconds. Again, that could be a great match. The 10th match on the card, this was actually subtitled Genius versus Genius, and this is two fantastic, innovative wrestlers. Tetsuya Naito was defeated by Kaiju Muto, obviously also known as the Great Muta, and his other guys. That was after 22 minutes 35 seconds on that match. Again, Muto has really put in fantastic performance recently, especially getting mid to the end of the year last year. There were some matches he didn't wrestle for long periods of time, really, when it comes to match length, but he put in some good performance, I think, over the last few months. Muto has obviously had a long career from NWA, WCW, and obviously throughout Japan, and that's a great win for Muto. Obviously Muto is from All Japan. He's just stepped down as the president of All Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm not sure exactly what his position in All Japan is at the moment, but again, Keiji Muto is an absolute wrestling legend in Japan and another long-term favourite of mine. He is fantastic. So there's a whole couple of YouTube channels dedicated to Muto. He is exceptional. An innovator of the moonsault, of course. He has really made the poison mist his own, even though other people used it, and the great Kabuki used it originally. Yoshihiro Tajiri uses it, and used to use it, and of course in WWE, ECW. But Muto is a fantastic wrestler, and that's a great win on a huge card for Muto. Now, the final match, it was for the IWGP International Wrestling Grand Prix Heavyweight Championship. Now, I know a lot of people, some wrestling fans may debate about what exactly, what titles are world titles when it comes to pro wrestling, but I recognise a lot of various world titles, and I'll get into that another time. But Hiroshi Tanahashi retained the IWGP title, defeating Minoru Suzuki. This has been an absolutely heated feud, and that match ended after 26 minutes, almost exactly 25 minutes 59 seconds time of the pinfall, or decision at least. I believe it was a pinfall, as the report said. He defeated him after the high low, which is his version of the frog splash. So that's a fantastic, record-breaking 11th defense of the IWGP title for Hiroshi Tanahashi. He is actually, I believe it was Tanahashi, was voted in the Power Slam 50, voted #1 position, which is the first Japanese wrestler since Kent Kobashi in 2003 to be given this accolade. Power Slam was at UK. I'm not sure, but you can get several countries, Australia, America, I believe. Power Slam is a great wrestling magazine. It gives you a lot of results from all over the world, mostly Japan, and most of course covers America, WWE, and Empire Wrestling, but it gives you some Japanese stuff as well. It's a great magazine, and Tanahashi was voted in their top 50 wrestlers of 2011. He was voted #1, the best. And again, I've seen a lot of his stuff in 2011. He has always impressed me during his career. That's fantastic result for Hiroshi Tanahashi to retain his IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against another great Japanese wrestler, Minoru Suzuki. So again, it looks some great matches there, some fantastic results. Takayama being defeated, that is a shock, and I'm definitely when I get a chance, when I can find it somewhere to watch this event, watch that show. It looks like a fantastic show. Certainly, oops, I have to move this is burning my my lap a bit. That looks an exceptionally great show. Again, it's their version of WrestleMania, kind of. It really always the biggest show of the year. It kicks off their year every year, and again, just very quickly before I end this video, I would just like to send my congratulations to New Japan Pro Wrestling for celebrating the 40th anniversary. It's a fantastic company. I was lucky enough to see it on some of the stuff on the wrestling channel, and so keep up out with the news on the websites, the different wrestling news websites and their official websites. It's a great company, and congratulations on making it to 40 years. It's a fantastic achievement, and I'm here's looking to 100 more years of New Japan Pro Wrestling, and the 21st consecutive year they've kicked off the year. They've done the 21st consecutive year of the big Tokyo Dome show. That's fantastic. It really is such a great thing to have done it. It really is fantastic. So congratulations to New Japan on the 40th anniversary and continuing this long running tradition of doing the Tokyo Dome show. It's fantastic, it really is. So that's all the results of the Tokyo Dome show. Again, you can listen to Diamond Dallas page this coming Sunday on the Ministry of Slam, which is ministryofslam.com, UK time, Sunday 8 PM. Although you can join the chat, the chat room's normally starting to get a buzzing around about 7 o'clock, 7:15. It starts to get really people start coming in. Sometimes there's either wrestling theme tunes or an old interview or an interview from another interview that the presenters like, playing from round about 7:15 till the show starts live at 8 PM. It's Lee Tyers, Lawrence Case, what's his name now? Oh yes, Martin Mathers, and also Simon Miller, and we also have, like I said before, Rob McNichol of the Sun newspaper and the Sun website. He always comes in for about half an hour, and they discuss the wrestling news. And again, we've also got former WWE Tough Enough competitor AJ Kirsch. Yes, AJ Kirsch. He always joins us on the show. Sometimes he's just in the chat room, but he will be. Hopefully, he's feeling better, because he did. We couldn't really speak last week, although he was in the chat room. Hopefully, he's feeling better. The day of, and the Sunday after a WWE pay-per-view, he previews and reviews the pay-per-view. Obviously, AJ has been on WWE TV. Of course, he defeated Brodus Clay, and I believe possibly Brodus Clay's last WWE TV match, television match. I'm not sure on this, but he was Aaron James. Check out on YouTube. Aaron James versus Brodus Clay. It was a WWE Superstars television program. It was a squash match. Like he said, he was asked to come in and do a squash match, which was brilliant. So he obviously, of course, he wanted to succeed in his career. Obviously, he's a good guy. He's a fantastic guy. And again, it's all free on the ministryofslam.com. Sunday 8 PM. Brilliant guest, Diamond Dallas page. I'm not sure again if the interview will be live or whether it'll be pre-recorded. I'm hoping live, because I would love to ask Diamond Dallas Page a couple of questions, and if it is live, you can put Ask MOS, and if it's a good enough question, or if it's something they're not covered, obviously, if possible, the presenters will certainly put it to Mr. Page for, obviously he's, I believe, at DDP Yoga on Twitter as well. You can tweet him now if it's a question or something. But it's a fantastic show. Ministry Islam at ministryislam.com. Sundays, UK time of 8 PM. Diamond Dallas Page this week. I'm really looking forward to it. I've always loved Diamond Dallas Page, as I said before. Always liked Diamond Dallas Page. Really looking forward to it. So I'll see you guys on Sunday.